Good morning, children. Now, here I am in front of you with a new lesson. There is a lesson number 5, The King Wish. Actually, this is a play of a 3 clever brothers and how they pass a test with their wit. Okay? So, there are the different types of the character. Narrator 1, narrator 2. King of Tam, son 1, son 2, son 3, king's man. So these are the different character of the play. Now let us see the story. Now it is a very beautiful story. Okay. Narrator 1. The king of Tam was very good king. All day and every day he rode around the Tam to see that all were well and happy. So narrator 1 started telling the story. He was telling the story about a king, and the king belongs from where? The king belongs from a Tam kingdom, and he was a very good king. Okay, what he used to do? He used to every day rode. Rode means he used to ride. As a king, he used to always ride in a horse. You can see here. Okay. For why he used to roam from one place to another? To see that his people are very happy. Narrator 2. One day the king saw a man with some fish. The king said, King, oh, it must be fun to fish. How I wish I had a time to fish. Now, one day what happened? While he was roaming around his kingdom, what he saw? He saw a man with some fish. That means man was catching the fish from a river. Okay. So what he said? Oh, it must be really fun to catch a fish. I wish I had a time to fish or to catch the fish. Narrator 1. The 3 sons of the king heard his wish. Son 1 heard it, son 2 heard it, and the son 3 heard it too. So 3 of them has heard the wish. Narrator 2. That night the 3 sons went to see their father, the king. Son 1. Father, we heard your wish. We want you to have time to fish. Go and fish. We will do your work. So what the son 1 came and told to the father? That I had heard about your wish. So better you go near the river side and catch a fish. So throughout the day, on that day, I will look after your work. The king has a lot of responsibility, no? He has to take so much of decision. Yes, he has to look after the welfare of his subjects. King, why you are just a boy? But maybe you could do a king work. Let's find out. I will give you a test, the king test. Come with me. I will take you to the king test room. So the king said, oh, you are just a little boy. It is not so easy that you can do the work of a king. So before I give a responsibility, let me carry out a test. The test will be a king test. So what the king did? He took a boy into one room. Narrator 1. Now the 3 sons were in the king test room. They looked all around. The king closed the door and called to them from outside. King, I have shut this door. Now what the king did? He has taken all of the 3 sons in a room. Now they were quite surprised by looking each other. Okay. Now what the king did? He closed the door from outside and called to them and called them from the outside. King, I have shut this door. This is a test. You must not open this door, but you must get out of the room. Can you pass the test? Is it possible, children? Now what the king said? That I have closed you in the room. And this is the door that I have closed it. But you have to come out from this room, but without opening this door. So that was your test. It is quite impossible, right? Narrator 2, but we will see. Could they do it? They saw there was just one door. The king had said they could not open that door. Then how could they get out? Son 2. We will have to find some other way. Son 2 look up at the high window on the wall and point on it. Look, maybe we can get out that way. Let's try. So what does Son 2 do? He just went through all around the room, and what he found? He just looked up at a high window on the wall and pointed it out that we can get out by making a way from the window. Narrator 1. Son 3 got up on the top of Son 2. Son 1 got up on the top of the Son 3. Now Son 1 could see out. Now see. The 3 of them, what they did? They got up one upon another. Son 1. We cannot get out this way. We are all too big. We all have to find another way. So what does Son 1 say? It's impossible to get out of this window because we all are too big and the window is too small. So we have to find another way. Narrator 2. But could they find another way out? Son 2 and Son 3 looked way down low. All they found was a hole. It was just a little mouse hole. So, Narrator 2 said, thus they had found any other way so that they can go out. So what the Son 2 and Son 3 had found out? A small little hole that was been made by the mouse. Son 3, look, I found something. I found some red ink. Maybe we get out with this. The ink will help us to get out. We can do the king test now. The king man will look in here. He will see us. Narrator 1. Soon the king man did look in the king test room. King man, open the door. Open the door. The king's sons are in there. I see that they are sick. Get the king quickly. Hurry. So, what the third son said? Look, I have found something different. That is a red color ink. Okay. Now, this ink will help us to go out. How? So, the king test man, the man who was standing outside this room, what they will do? They will just peep inside to see us and they will inform the king and we will go out. The similar thing has happened. The king's man peeped inside the room and what they found? They cried loudly to open the door. They said that the king's sons are very sick. Narrator 2. The man opened the door. They ran into the king's test room and saw the king's sons. The son had red spot all over them. They certainly looked very sick. Narrator 1. The king saw that his son were out of the room. He saw that spot were just a red ink. So the narrator 2 said, the man opened the door and they ran to the king test room. And what they saw? The king's sons, the body of the entire king's sons was having a red spot and they were looking very sick. Okay. So when the king came to know about it, he came to see the 3 of his son. And what the king saw? That his sons were having his sons were out of the room and they were having a spot on their body. But that spots were made by the ink. King, you did it. You got out of the room and you didn't open the door. My man did. You are just a boy, but you can do a king's work. So I name you all kings. Narrator 2. Then the king said goodbye to his son. King, thank you. You gave me my wish. Now I can go away. Now I can fish. So that was the cleverness of the 3 of the boy. Yes. So without any opening the door, they came out of the room. So today it is a time to have a reported speech on grammar. Okay. You can say direct or the indirect speech. Now here you can see the sentence. Son 1 said, Father, we heard your wish. The sentence is in a direct speech. Now if you had to tell someone what son once said in indirect speech or reported speech, this is how you can do it. Son once said that they had heard their father wish. Now when we report someone's word, we use direct speech with quotation mark. He said, here you can see the quotation mark, comma and inverted comma. Okay? He said, but when we are using into a reported speech, in spite of comma and inverted comma, we are using a that. Okay, he said that the king of Tam was a very good king. In reported speech, the tense, word order and pronoun changes from those in the original sentence. Now we will see how. Verb in the present simple change to a past simples. That love will change into a loved. The present continuous change into a past continue, that is I am going, it will change into a he was going. Okay. The perfect change into a past perfect, that means have passed will change into a had passed. Okay. You have to also remember can change to could, will change will be would, and today will be changed into that day. Now children, there are some of the sentences in the reported speech that we have to do. Okay. The first one is, the third messenger said, one man is unhappy because he has no children to inherit his land. So how will you change? The third messenger said that. What I will use here? That. Okay. One man is will be changed into was. One man was unhappy because he had. Has will be changed into had. Okay children? He had no children to inherit his land. The courtier announced, a man has come to meet the king. Now how I will change? The courtier announced. What I will use? That. And capital A will become a small a. The courtier announced that a man has will change into what? Yes, had. And had come to meet the king. Okay. Third one, the man told the messenger, I am sure, I am happy. So, man told the messenger, or here you can use the word assured. The man assured the messenger. What I will use here? That. In spite of I, what I will write? He was. Okay, he was happy. The man said, anybody can be happy if they stop fusing about it. The man said that, what I will use? That. Anybody can will be changed into could. Already I have told you here. Can will be changed into could. The man said that anybody could be happy if they stopped. So here we will use ed. Stopped. Fusing about it. The messenger asked the man, are you sure you are happy? The messenger asked the man. So what I will use here? If. If he was sure, he, instead of you are, I will again use he was. He was happy. That's how the sentence will be. The messenger asked the man if he was sure he was happy. Okay children? Now, in the next part, here the sentence are given in a reported speech. So here you have to write it into a direct speech. The messenger told the king that he could not find a happy man. So how I will write? The messenger said Instead of told, what I will write? Said. Okay? To the king. The messenger said to the king. So I will remove that. That will be not there. Okay? In spite of that, we will use the quotation mark. That is a comma and an inverted comma. I cannot. He will be changed. He and could will be changed into I cannot. Okay? So entire this part will be removed. The messenger said to the king, comma, after king there will be a comma, inverted comma. I cannot find a happy man. And the quotation will be completed. Okay? The king said that he wanted to get well. The king said, I. That will be removed and he will be changed into I. And wanted will be changed into want. I want to get well. One man told the messenger that he did not have any children. So now children, one man said, told will be turned into said. The one man said the messenger. You have to remove the that. So in spite of that, what we will use? Quotation mark. Yes, comma and inverted comma. Right. He will be changed into I. Okay? He don't have any children. And the sentence will end with the inverted comma. The messenger told the man to give him his shirt. So what will be the answer? The messenger said the messenger said to the man, quotation mark, to will be removed. Give me. Him will be changed into me. Give me. And his will be changed into your. This has to be very careful about. Okay? The him will be changed into me and his will be changed into your. Give me your shirt. Okay? The man said that he did not own any shirt. Now, the man said. The man said. As it is, it will remain. Remove that. Use the quotation mark. Comma and inverted comma. Instead of he, you can use, you have to use I don't. Okay? What you will? I don't own any shirt. What you will do? I don't own any shirt. Now here we will see the next one is a question tag. So first we will see the sentence. The king asked the messenger, you know what I want, don't you? Okay, so you can see here. The man told the messenger, you have understood what I said, haven't you? The highlighted part at the end of each sentence is the question tag. Question tags are the short question at the end of the statement. We add question tag to the end of the statement to turn them into a question. They are used in spoken language, especially when we want to check if something is true or invite people to agree with us. He is very unhappy. Now in this sentence, the main part is positive. Okay? Now, while we are changing into a question tag, we have to add a negative form in a negative question tag. That is, isn't he? So only one thing you have to remember. If the sentence is in a positive, the question tag will be in a negative. If the sentence is in a negative form, the question tag will be in a positive form. And also you have to see your auxiliary verbs. The main part is negative. We usually add a positive question tag. He isn't too happy. Is he? The sentence is in the negative form. So the question tag is in a positive form. Okay? Now, you went to look for your friend. So what will be the question tag, children? Yes, the sentence is in a positive form. So I will make it into a didn't you. You don't know me. See, the sentence is in a negative form. So question tag will be do you. I know you. Okay, so don't I. The king is asleep, isn't he? He hasn't found a cure for the king's illness, has he? Okay, children, you might all of you have understood about the grammar and also about the lesson. Okay, children, so go through the lesson, be safe. Thank you.